Hi guys, welcome back to Street Riders. Today we're with Felix and this is his Ducati Scrambler Full Throttle. Listen to the end for the exhaust noise, but for now I will hand it over to him.
Hello, my name's Felix. This is my Ducati Scrambler Full Throttle. It's the Full Throttle edition because it's got the yellow graphics. From factory it comes with a Termi can and it used to have the license plate mounted down here.
Engine size, it's an 803.
It is, yeah.
What cylinder is this?
It's V-twin.
V-twin, and it's fuel injected?
Yeah, fuel injected, yeah.
What sort of horsepower and torque does this have?
Horsepower, I think it's 75 and torque is 50 foot-pound.
So if it's 75, does that mean it meets the ET requirements?
It does, yes. It might actually 74, I think it might be. I think that's the max. So it's got a throttle restriction which takes it down to 47.
Do you know what the 0 to 60 and the top speed is?
0 to 60, I think it's around about 4 seconds. I don't get that because I think it goes that far. Top speed I think is 130.
How many gears has this got and what are the brakes like?
Gears it's got 6, brakes are pretty decent, Brembos front and back, just single disc, they stop.
Do you know what the wheel sizes of these are?
Yeah, so it's 18 front and 17 back, it's a bit of a weird combo,
Okay.
but it kind of gives it that nice kind of stance at the front, nice and high, it works. Rides really nice.
Yeah, it looks nice.
Yeah.
And that back wheel as well, that's on the back tyre actually, that's specific for that bike, isn't it?
It is, yeah, the tyre itself, it's a Pirelli MT60 RS, yeah, designed for this bike, dual sport, because it's a scrambler, so it does go off-road, not very well, but it does.
Speaking of off-roading, do you know what the ground clearance is on this? You don't, do you?
What do you reckon?
2 foot.
2 foot. 2 feet.
2 feet, that's it.
It's not bad. I've never bottomed it out. I haven't done anything Larry, but
how is it off-road, handling-wise?
it's all right.
Do you still use that front tyre on there, or do you change it?
Yeah, I haven't off-roaded with that. Sort of, it's more of a road slick tyre. That had another MT60 on the front, but you can turn the ABS off, which is good for off-roading on the clock. It handles pretty well. I think, actually, that's one point. The Full Throttle has lower bars. The Icon comes in higher bars, so for off-roading it's nicer to be, when you're standing up you can't quite reach the bars, so it's not that great for it.
So, suspension and, do you know what the frame type is on this?
I think it's just standard tubular steel, as far as I'm aware.
Yeah. And suspension, is that good for off-roading?
Suspension is Kayaba, I think is how you pronounce it. It's alright, bottoms out quite easy.
Is it adjustable on the back and the front, or?
Yeah, adjustable on the front. Yeah, it's adjustable.
So what's the weight and the seat height on this?
Wet, it's I think 180, and seat height is there.
How tall are you?
790, I think it is.
790.
Yeah.
And can you flat foot it?
Easy, yeah.
And what height are you?
5'11".
The tank size on this, how much can you put in, and what's the sort of mile per gallon, how many miles can you do?
I don't actually know the tank size. I think it's about 13 litres. The way I ride, let's just put it that way, I get about 40 mpg. It goes probably 120 miles a tank, something like that.
What's the furthest you've taken it, and what's it been like for comfort?
I've done a good few 100 miles in a day. We took it down to the Pyrenees. Comfort's pretty good, it's not bad. Started getting a sore ass towards the end of the day. But it's actually not too bad. You can get a comfort seat for it, which has got a bit more padding in it.
Do you know any idea on the price of that? Or?
They're quite expensive, I think they're about 300 quid. Yeah.
That is quite a lot, isn't it?
Yeah, it is a bit.
Is there any under-seat storage on that or not?
There's a little bit. You can take the seat off. Slip her in down here. There's just a little. Yeah, it's not bad. It's decent.
And then you've got the little USB thing
USB there. It's quite handy. That's good, isn't it?
Well made. That's good.
Yep.
That's what we like. What are the lights like on this, and what sort of features do you have on the dashboard?
Lights are pretty pants.
Oh.
It's got a LED kind of halo ring, which is just daytime, that's always on, you can't turn it off. I think it's a halogen bulb, just one, and at night you just get this halo on the road. So it lights up the trees and the road the road in front of you, and then nothing in front.
Oh,
It's pretty bad.
That's a bit of a weird design, isn't it?
Yeah, it is a little bit.
So what sort of features have you got on it then?
Features, it's pretty standard. There's not a lot on it. That was the whole idea of this bike, is to sort of give it that retro sort of style. That's why that's up here as well. You've got the clock up here like they used to be on the old Scramblers. It's basically, it's only got a trip meter, it's got 2 trip meters, air temp, and then your standard mileage. And on the computer you can turn... Wrong button.
It's on it somewhere.
Come on. There you go. So you can turn the ABS off, and apparently, I've never done it, but you can set it up. You can start it with a PIN code, so you can start it without the key if you lose it. I don't know how far you can go on it, but that is quite a cool feature. I've never done it though. Probably should.
Okay, so what are your favourite bits about the bike, and what are your worst bits about the bike? So any issues you've had mechanically wise, you know, that sort of thing.
Well, it's Italian, so how long have you got? My favourite parts, I think it's the styling. Main reason I went for it. It's got that kind of cafe racer-ish shape. Once you take the seat off, it does actually, the frame does go sort of straight under there. So it's got that nice streamlined kind of flat cafe racer style, which I really like. It's got a low centre of gravity, so you can flick it around nice and easy. It handles really well, to be fair. Sounds good, nice feed to win. Getting on to mechanical issues, yeah, I've had a couple of shockers. I've had a complete ECU failure in the first year I had it.
How much was that?
Covered under warranty.
Oh, that's good.
So that was good. To be fair, it's had 2. So that was the first one, and then when I was in the middle of the Pyrenees on Sunday, the tank decided to tear 2 holes in itself and piss fuel everywhere. So that was fun.
No.
Luckily, the guys at Ducati also are absolute legends. They replaced it for free for me, even though it was out of warranty. So they sorted me out. But that is actually the only 2 issues I've had. Granted, they're quite big ones.
Quite expensive ones, yeah.
But that's it. It's been okay otherwise. Yeah, it's been inside a little bit of kit.
So that little bar on the back for storage, is that standard with the bike?
No, I've added that. It's just a little luggage rack.
Oh, okay.
You haven't got much room on the back, especially when you're sitting on here.
Yeah, it's quite a small little seat, isn't it?
It is, yeah. So I just pop that on so you can strap all your luggage onto the back.
Yeah.
It works quite well.
Okay, speaking about the seat actually, have you ever had any pillions on this?
Once or twice, yeah.
They say it was comfort. No.
To be fair, it's better now that's on, because you've got a bit more. Well, I don't know what you call it. You've got a bit more sort of
Bum space.
Safety, bum space, yeah. Something to hold on to, because if you imagine that's not there, there's nothing there. You can just, and it's quite nice and slippy.
Yeah.
So it's not. Yeah, I can't imagine it's very nice to be a pillion.
Was it cramped for you as well, or was it a bit?
Not too bad.
It was alright.
Yeah, it's not too bad, because the tank's quite low here, so
yeah.
You've got a bit of space in the front.
How much did this cost you?
It's 8.5 new.
And what is the non-full throttle one?
I think they're about 8. I think it might be somewhere in between 7.5 to 8.
And you got this new, you didn't get it second hand?
Yeah, brand new, first in the country.
Very nice. So why did you buy this over the Triumph Scrambler, for instance?
Yeah, so those two are compared quite a lot in reviews online and whatnot. The Triumph's got better comfort, but the engine on this is better. You've got more speed and more usability of it. The Triumph's quite sort of sluggish, apparently. I do like Triumph as a brand. They're quite cool, but I just prefer the look of this.
So what mods have you done, if any, to this bike?
Mods, I've put the exhaust on it, luggage rack, and that's about it. It's got a pipe across air filter in it to go with the exhaust. Pretty much it. I've obviously put the wrap on it because it didn't match, the stainless headers didn't match the black exhaust, and I painted that. And yeah, that's it. I haven't done a lot to it. Doesn't really need it, to be fair.